Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Etheric Light Soma. My name is Marisa. And if you're new here, welcome in. If you're returning, thank you for coming again. I have some very powerful energies coming through, messages, reminders, some medicine for you. I'm sitting with honoring all of that is coming through, that is wanting to be expressed to you and shared with you. I am hoping that I do it justice, that I honor it in the best way possible, and that this message and video finds you. And that the intention from this video is to really just allow it to sit in a part of your being, in a part of your body, in a part of you that is asking for guidance, clarity around what you are experiencing and feeling in your reality. Okay, we are here to feel into our reality. We are here to be a part of this great awakening, the cellular memory that's within us, the spiritual connection, the resonance, the soul essence, the soul medicine, the soul wisdom, the humanness, the humankind, the humanity within us. It's all here for us to really just evolve, grow, learn through. And what I have set up here is a lot of elemental energies. So I work a lot with elemental energies, a lot with the earth, the connections that we have in nature when we reconnect back in with her. And so the message, the number one message that kept coming through, and they're like nudging me to like say it, is that remember your light. Your light is here. It's powerful. It's bright. You are here to really take back your power and plug into that power source that you have within you already. There is this power source that has been sourcing through you. It's been sourcing through your veins. It's been sourcing through your field, through your electrical and chemical system. For someone here, or for maybe some of you here, it's been rattling your system. It's been feeling as though your nervous system has been activated. You have been activated, and a lot of charged energies and emotions have been moving through you, myself included. And this is because inner earth has been woken up again. It never was asleep, but a lot of energies within inner earth. So a lot of the divas, the nature spirits, the elementals, the dragons, all of those energies, the shamans, the inner earth healers, the healer within you has been awakened. And it's been awakened so that you can clear, cleanse, purge what is no longer resonating, what is no longer needing, so that you can step forward into this new timeline. I say new timeline, and what I mean by that is just this evolution of yourself that feels empowered, that feels confident, that feels strong, that doesn't feel weak, that doesn't feel tired and overwhelmed, that doesn't feel burnt out any longer. You've been gaining momentum. You've been gaining your spiritual essence back again, your soul essence. You've been nurturing and nourishing yourself with this presence of this connection of everything around you, of the nature, of the elements, of just like this attraction that you have with the mystical side of everything, the mysticism, the fairy tales. And maybe this is you tapping into your ancestral lineage. And maybe it's like a very, very deep, deep, deep ancestral lineage. One that you haven't even known you've carried because of your parents or pair of people that you were surrounded with. Maybe their parents and their parents didn't even acknowledge this lineage, didn't even acknowledge this medicine or magic. Okay, so right now what I'm feeling is like very much like Celtic energies. Okay, Viking, pagan, Wiccan, like witches. So like very witchy energy coming through. Yeah, and I am like surrounded by rose quartz, and I just noticed that the color of my shirt is the color of rose quartz. And so for a lot of us, the heart space has been activated. This space where we can energetically perceive the flow, the influx and the giving out of our energy, of our essence, of our love, right? Because we are all connected in that same sense of that is what we are all here wanting more of, and to connect more in with is love. And so this power source that's in within your heart space, there's been a closing off. And then there's been like this reopening lately. And it can feel very vulnerable. It can feel very contractual, is what I'm hearing. Like you have to do it in order to get something. You have to do it in order to be something or to be in and a part of something. So for someone here, maybe this is you like feeling like you need to push your heart open to its limits, to its max limits, even like pushing it to this part of yourself that says like I'm not ready for it. So this is like someone here who's been wanting to create community, been wanting to step into unity, maybe a deeper relationship with somebody, a deeper relationship with yourself. And there's just a layer of the heart that is asking for more love and kindness. I'm hearing the prayer Ho'oponopono right now, the Hawaiian prayer of I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And you guys, today I wanted to share like I've been doing my own healing work in the background here, in between these videos, because stepping up into this space, stepping up into this role of my business, of sharing what I do and what I offer. And I had to work with my somatic experiencing practitioner the other day. There was a lot of energies that were coming up in through my heart space, very old, ancient, reuniting the masculine and the feminine. That what came up, I'll just share with you, is like the Great Wall of China when I tapped into my heart space, and there were these warrior samurais, and I know like samurais aren't even from China, but there were these warriors in the black outfits that looked like samurais, and they were jumping over the wall of China to save women and children, to save this embodiment of the feminine, this sacredness of the nurturing parts of ourselves, the loving, that safety. When we think of women and children, when we think of women and babies, that's what it was. It was women and babies. So it was very, very, very enlivening. I cried happy tears. I remember saying like it was happiness. It was happiness to have this reuniting, to have this protection, these spiritual warriors protecting the women and the babies. And then, I've been doing like a limpia cleanse, which is an egg cleanse to clear any cords, connections, or attachments in my energetic field. And real quick, that's just a shamanic cleansing, working with an actual egg. You bless it, you cleanse it, you cleanse your water, you set the intention, you rub the egg all around your energy field and your body, your energy centers. You ask that it strips it, that it cleanses, purges, and takes it. And then you open up the egg and you crack it open into the water and you let it settle. And then you kind of, if you are working with your intuition, if you've been working with your psychic abilities, you can read what's coming through in what you notice in the water from the egg being in there. Sometimes you can see evil eyes. Sometimes you can see cords. Sometimes you can see all of your angels and guides there to protect you. And then what you do is you don't want to look down into it. You want to look from the side of it, okay? Because you don't want to take that energy back into you. And then you set the intention to clear, cleanse, and purify it, thank it, and you pour, I pour hot sauce and I pour salt, and then I put it down the toilet and flush it. I take the shell out to Mother Earth and I allow her to release and receive it as well, so she can cleanse, clear, and purify it. But yeah, that was all a lot in a very small time. But I would like to get into these cards because we are working with the 4 directions today. Oh my gosh, that was so good. I just tried this new cacao today. Of course, I'm always going to work with Ora Cacao. I honor and bless them, their medicine, their messages, and their business that keeps on giving. I do have a code, and I will link that below if you'd like to check them out and their cacao as well. I've been working with them for years. And so the 4 directions. So I pulled these cards, and each one is in a direction. So the remembrance card, Rosemary, is in the direction of the south. And so we're going to be working with the energies of the south for a moment. And as you can see, you guys, and I just brought this up, she has a string, there's a cord, there's sacred smoke. We have like the crow's feet. So working with magic, working with your witchy self, working with taking your power back as the healer, as the shaman. Okay. So there's a lot of shamanic energies here, you guys. A lot of you are shamans. A lot of you come from a shamanic lineage. A lot of you have and hold this presence, power, this essence, this medicine that may at sometimes feel very overwhelming, okay? But I'm hearing that you don't need to dim this part of you any longer, okay? It can't be dimmed. It can't be watered down, is what they're saying. And what I'm getting from this card here, and the direction of the south is always working with the element of fire, always working with Archangel Michael, always working with divine protection, purging, clearing, cleansing, shedding, okay? Throwing into the fire what no longer is needed. So we are throwing into the fire those cords, connections, those attachments that have been lingering within our field, that have been causing us to feel a little bit tired, fatigued, out of it, confusion, disharmony, dysregulated. I did a survey the other day and there was a lot. You know what? I actually want to pull it up. It was thank you for participating in that. I love when we can connect and I can see what you guys are experiencing too. A lot of the work that I do is about the experience and what you are experiencing, not just me sharing and telling you what we are experiencing. But okay, so 50% of you right now have been feeling wired, activated, lots of fight, flight energy. And there was 10% of you feeling disconnected, the void, numb. 30% of you feeling distracted and confusion. Okay, so I just kind of mentioned this within this card. You have been moving through the direction of the south where you've been clearing this energy. And one of the ways that I love to invite how to work with a lot of activated energies, a lot of fight, flight energies, a lot of feeling wired, right, is movement. Okay, movement medicine. Movement in a way that makes you feel good again. You feel like lit up from it. And I love to play Zumba. I love to do a yoga routine that's very fun, that's very uplifting, something different that takes me out of my normal routine. Because if your baseline is that activated state of your nervous system, okay, you're always in the red, you're always in that fight, flight. Maybe this is a lot of freeze energy, so you get into this space of this feeling of being compact, like all of your power is compressed within you, and you want to jump outside of your body. You want to get outside of this feeling that you're feeling, and it's just because it's like too much, and you feel like, whoo, right? We need to discharge that. We need to relearn how to discharge that in a way that is titrated, okay? That is working with it, not pushing ourselves like doing hot yoga and overexerting our system, okay? For someone here, maybe hot yoga is your thing. Maybe it does allow you to express and discharge that excess energy. But for a lot of us, the titration is needed, okay? So going into it slowly, balance from one side to the other. Okay, too much activation energy. Well, let's slow it down. Can we then just like do like ecstatic dance where we kind of just flow with the energy instead of pushing ourselves to do the choreography? Okay. And then 10% of you felt peace, harmony, and inner alignment balance. I love that. And let me just read like what comments were here. Someone said all of the above. I love that. That's, like what I want to share about that is that you are tapping into feeling all of the experiences of life. You are tapping into experiencing all of the facets. And right now I'm being shown like a diamond, all of the sides, all of the fractals that make up that diamond. And so that's a beautiful, and also can be a lot to take in, to orient with. So I will probably make a video for that. And then somebody said, edited for clarification. A floating state of disconnected balance, but I feel the alignment so close. Anyone else? Yeah, so okay, this is why I'm coming into the direction of the West right now. The direction of the West works with the element of water, works with Archangel Gabriel, of communication, of being, vulnerability, of women and children and babies. And also Black Jaguar, okay, is the medicine. So working with the shadow aspect, the inner wounds, the inner child, the inner demons, okay. But also when this card comes up, we're working with yarrow. So yarrow was also is a plant spirit known to work with wounds, okay. It helped heal wounds on the battlefield. And it also is known for clearing and cleansing, but also very protective and plant spirit. I said animal spirit almost. But as we can see here, there are like these night gloves, okay, like armor gloves. And so a lot of what's happening right now is that we are bracing more than we are embracing our experience. And so for that invitation, I will give and offer you the medicine of staying curious, of exploring and becoming the witness, okay? Stepping outside of what you're feeling in your body for a moment, again, titrating, orienting in and then outwards, okay, so that you can kind of be with it in the sense that you are not being overcome by it. But remembering that you hold this power and intention when you're even just feeling and noticing what you are experiencing. There is power within that already, okay? And I want you to believe in that, to know that. And then when we work with the direction of the north, we are working with the element of earth. We are working with Archangel Uriel, the archangel of the sun, of enlightenment, of bringing our life to light again, okay? Turning on the light is what I feel like. And then the hummingbird spirit is, and the elders, okay? This is like the grandfather energies. And this card says exuberant quietude and working with passion flower. And so when we're working with the direction of the north, this is the medicine that we want to carry forward. What medicine do we need so that we can move forward, so that we can feel more aligned, so that we can feel more at peace and in more harmony? And remember that it is an internal pathway. Okay, so if you are not feeling at peace inside of yourself, how can peace be surrounding you? There's always going to be a bit of confusion if there is confusion within you. If you understand your path, if you understand what you are going through, if you understand what is happening for you, then there will be no need to seek outside of you. And so what you already notice and what you already feel and what you already confirm and affirm within you will show itself outside of you. Your life will begin to feel more calm, more clear, have more clarity. You will feel more at ease within your body. You will feel like you can actually stand on your own 2 feet instead of searching and seeking for the next answer or the next message or reminder. You'll begin to remind yourself, oh, I just need time for myself. I haven't done laying down on the earth, taking in her calming energy, her groundedness. I haven't worked with my singing bowls or crystals. I haven't worked with sound therapy. What color have I been wearing? What color am I working with? All right, like color therapy. This is really tapping into the beauty and the essence of nature all around us. Working with the colors, working with the vibrations, working with the sound, the frequencies, so that we can shift ourselves in the now. And then the last card that came through is Moline, and this is integration. And isn't this beautiful, you guys? So this is the last card of the 4 directions, the medicine wheel. And this is the direction of the east, working with Archangel Raphael, working with the elements of air and wind, working with the animal spirits, eagle and condor, so that we can see from a higher vantage point, a higher perspective, creating and opening up a new perception to our reality, so that we can really discern and allow ourselves to accept our reality without forcing what it is that we are carrying, okay? Sometimes we can't always make a huge change in the moment, right? If this is like your job and you dislike showing up to it, you wake up in the morning and the first thing you think about is, oh, I have to go to this job. I just really don't like it. I hate it. It's not for me. What steps can you start to integrate into your life, into your routine, so that you can move towards this dream and heart space, this vision that you have for yourself, this dedication and devotion that you can bring to your life, so that you can make the step to change up your career, the job, go for a new job, instead of going back into a space of lack, of like, this is for someone here who may have left a job but didn't have the next steps figured out. And so now you're wrestling with yourself, inside of yourself, these thoughts. Why did I do this? Why did I do that? I shouldn't have did it this way. I should have done it this way. All those shoulda, coulda, wouldas, boo, ain't gonna do you any justice though. You gotta love you. You gotta accept the part of you. And this is spider medicine, okay? This is spider coming through to let you know that every single part of your life is a part of this bigger wheel, this bigger part of the web that we are all forming together. And then they're bringing me to the beautiful flowers, okay? Well, that are a part of Moline. And this is an awakening for you. You are going through a spiritual awakening. You are alivening different parts and pieces of yourself. You are soul retrieving. You are retrieving your soul, these past parts of yourself, and you are integrating them into the now. And so give yourself that acknowledgement that there is a lot going on in your life. There may have been a lot of things moving through and going on in your life, and you're still trying to make sense of all of it. But some of it's not going to make sense. There's not going to be a sense for any of it. Sometimes it's just going to be what your soul asked to experience. And this is all leading me to really deepen back into the heart, back into nature, back into working and being present with all of the vibrations and essence that are all around us already. Okay, working with color, again, working with sound, working with your body, really touching and really being in touch with it intimately. It's important. Okay, it's very important. And yeah, I think this is where I will land with this video because it's gone on pretty long today. But if you resonated with any part of this, and maybe none of this is for you, and I invite you to just keep it moving, but if any parts of this did resonate for you, leave a comment below. I'm sure the community would love to read it and hear it. I love to read your comments. If you like this video, please subscribe if you're new. If you're here and you want to invite in some energetic exchange, like the video, maybe share it. It all helps this little channel grow and the medicine flow through to whoever it needs to and whoever it finds. All right, you guys, take lots of care. Sending you all so much love. Bye.